Travel and food, an irresistible combination. And today we learned the man who seemed to really have it all, Anthony Bourdain, had taken his own life in France. He came to Los Angeles many times to learn not just about food here, but the people and the cultures behind it. NBC4's Ted Chin is live in Koreatown right now with one of the many restaurants that he visited. Ted.
Chuck, Koreatown, Chinatown, Thai Town, Anthony Bourdain was a big fan of all LA had to offer, but he cared even more about the people and the culture, and that made him a big fan in Chef Jet Tila.
He was a teacher, a mentor, a hero to so many of us, culinarians.
Iron Chef America's Jet Tila says it really hasn't sunk in. The loss of his friend Anthony Bourdain, who he worked with multiple times, introducing Bourdain to Thai food in Los Angeles and realizing Bourdain was interested in much more.
I thought we would be talking about the Thai food and the basics and the fundamentals and the culture, but no, he wanted to get into what is the story of Thai people in LA? When did it all begin?
The culinary world is now mourning Bourdain, his body found in a hotel room in France where he was shooting his TV show Parts Unknown. The cause of death confirmed to be suicide.
I woke up to condolence messages.
Bourdain's visits to Los Angeles included restaurants in Chinatown and Koreatown, exploring the history and plight of immigrants and the impact of the LA riots.
We loved him because he gave us insights into places and peoples that you would never have access to.
Bourdain visited more than 120 countries, famously eating noodles once in Vietnam with President Obama. But Tila says he appreciated how honest Bourdain was about how tough the culinary world could be.
I don't think it's really fully hit me yet. I think it's going to be in the middle of the night, and I'm gonna really grieve and mourn.
And coming up on the NBC4 News at 6, more reaction from Chef Jet Tila and reaction from Chef Wolfgang Puck. Reporting live from Koreatown, Ted Chen, NBC4 News. Back to you in Universal City.
All right, thank you, Ted. Bourdain's girlfriend, Italian actress Asia Argento, says that she is, quote, beyond devastated. In a tweet, Argento said, and we quote here, Anthony gave all of himself in everything that he did. His brilliant, fearless spirit touched and inspired so many, and his generosity knew no bounds. He was my love, my rock, my protector.
Lots of reaction to Bourdain's death, including from fellow chef Jamie Oliver. He really broke the mold, pushed the culinary conversation, and was the most brilliant writer. He leaves chefs and fans around the world with a massive foodie hole that simply cannot be replaced. Rest in peace, chef. And model and chef Chrissy Teigen tweets, one of my idols, unapologetic, passionate, and one of the best storytellers on the planet. Thank you for making food so exciting and always standing up for everything right. NBC4's Angie Crouch live right now in Culver City to show how this tragedy, the second high-profile suicide in less than a week now, is having a tremendous impact on people here in Southern California. Angie.
It certainly is. Here at the D.D. Hirsch Mental Health Center in Culver City, they've had offices here in Southern California for the past 75 years. They were the first in the nation to have a 24-hour suicide hotline. They've helped more than 80,000 people over the years, and today their phones are literally ringing off the hook from callers who are triggered by the second celebrity suicide this week.
Suicide Prevention Center crisis line.
Crisis counselors in Culver City are fielding an avalanche of calls today on their suicide hotlines. Here at the D.D. Hirsch Mental Health Center, they usually get about 100 calls a day. Today, that number is more than doubled. Some callers are specifically referencing the suicides of designer Kate Spade and chef Anthony Bourdain.
For someone who's already depressed and thinking of suicide, it's like, well, gosh, if they couldn't make it, how can I? And
Dr. Keita Curry is the CEO of D.D. Hirsch Mental Health Center, which helps about 80,000 people each year throughout Southern California. Dr. Curry lost 3 family members to suicide, including her uncle Jimmy Bagby, and she attempted it herself as a teenager.
People don't usually really want to die, they just don't know how to fix their pain.
Dr. Curry says she eventually got therapy and medication to ease her depression, and now she uses her experience to help others.
So many of us struggle and have pain that we don't share, and then we think we're alone, and then we're even lonelier. So it's helped me by helping others. Every time I talk, I open a door for someone.
The D.D. Hirsch Center is doing its part to destigmatize mental health, sponsoring an annual 5K walk and run to raise awareness to suicide as a public health crisis. Experts say if someone you love is in trouble, don't be afraid to have a direct conversation about suicide.
But you should ask and say, are you thinking of hurting yourself? I'm worried about you. I see these changes. And if the person says yes, respond with compassion.
If you or someone you care about is considering suicide, there is help 24 hours a day. You can call the hotline number that you see on the screen. It's 1-800-273-8255. We're live in Culver City. Angie Crouch, NBC4 News.
All right, Angie, we also want to let you know we've put that phone number on our website, NBCLA.com, along with more tributes for Anthony Bourdain and some of his favorite restaurants here in Southern California.